Hello, Capricorn. Thank you very much for tuning into your love read. For the main part of the read, I'm using the Valima Tarot by Renata Lechner. For the supportive oracle cards, the magical spell cards by Lucy Cavendish. Already shuffled. I'm going to do relationship first, single second. Let's see what we get. Okay. This is interesting. All right. Your partner has 3 major arcana cards. You have 2. But I'm getting it has a lot to do with your partner. What I'm first noticing is the challenge card with the 5 of Pentacles on your partner's side. And it's coming in with the Magician card for what's kind of setting off the whole situation. The reason this is their challenge card is to not go at this without explaining it to you first. What are you supposed to do with that? I feel like when you see your partner I feel like you're getting inklings. You should be getting like some type of inkling, like they're up to something or they're doing something. I don't feel it's malicious, don't get me wrong. But like they're all caught up in their heads about what they want to do. They got a lot of thoughts, a lot of plans about what they want to do, which is fine. They got the Magician card. They're going to make these plans happen. It would work out much better for them if they share this with you before they go forward with it. I don't even feel you getting upset with them if they go forward and tell you after they've already started it. I don't really feel you getting upset with that, oddly enough. I just feel it works out better for them. Literally for them if they clue you into what they're doing before they do it. I don't feel like it's that big a deal. It's not like something that's out of the realm of possibility anyway. I just feel like if they tell you what's going on first, I feel like you could support them in this if you're prepared. If they don't let you know ahead of time, I might be more trouble than not for them. See, and I'm seeing them. They got the Magician card. They want what they want. They plan to make it happen. They're standing with the 5 of Wands and the Confidence. They're afraid you're going to try to block them for some reason. So they figure if they just start it before you know, they'll get away with it. It's honestly how that feels. General read, take it with a grain of salt, but that's how it feels. I see you knowing. I see you with a sense of knowing at this point. Like you're getting those inklings. The 4 of Swords is like, it's almost like you know something is going on. You know they're up to something. I feel like you know it. You know they're up to something, but you're just kind of like, do I want to start this fight? I feel like that energy's there. That inkling, your challenge card, the Knight of Swords with the Divine Guidance. You're getting these little urges like start the conversation, find out what they're up to, find out what they've been doing, probe those questions in there. What's going on? What are they doing? That's your challenge card though. It's not like you have to do it. They're saying it would behoove you and make life easier for you and them. I gotta be honest. I feel like it makes life easier for them more than you. But it pays for you too. Like it pays off for you too. But I just feel like it works out better for your partner if you find out what they're doing before they get knee deep in it. And you do love them. I mean, not for nothing. You're with them for a reason. What's coming next is a good question. You're standing with the Empress. And you also got passion here. I'm getting this sense of standing strong with your morals. Like, if they want your help, they need to come forward on the level. They need to give you the truth about what they're doing if they expect you to help them. That's a very balanced Empress feel to me. Like, emotionally, there's balance here. If you're not going to respect me and tell me what you're doing before you get knee deep in it, you're going to have to tread water on your own. If you let me know ahead of time and give me the intel before you jump into that pool, I'll get a life preserver ready for you. not saying I'm jumping in there with you, but I'll back you up. I'll make sure that you're going to be okay. That type of energy. It's kind of funny. This is Capricorn, right? Yeah, Capricorn. It's funny. It's kind of like, I'm not saying I'm going to jump in there with you, but I'll have a life preserver ready for you. This makes me laugh. It just, for some reason, it's just kind of like, I don't feel like you're going to stand in their way. I don't feel like you have any intention of standing in their way. Doesn't mean you're going to jump in there with them, but if they give you a heads up, you'll hold to the side so you can bail them out if necessary. It's comical to me. Okay, let's just see where this is going. Because they get too deep into something. That's what's going on. And I saw this there. They have the Tower. Whatever they're trying to make happen, and it's the Magician card, so it's not like they're not destined to fail, but sometimes to have true success and you get involved with something, as you keep going forward, you have to keep creating and keep adjusting to really get your goal. Sometimes people get caught up in the process and shortchange their goal. Kind of like they believe it has to go this way, it has to go this way, it has to go this way. Meanwhile, while they keep going this way, their goal is over here, and they have to veer a little bit. They have to change their process. They have to change the way they're handling something if they really expect to attain their goal. If they're dead set, it's this way, this is how it has to be, they're going to miss their goal. And I feel that's kind of what's happening here. The Tower is saying, the Chariot, is the Chariot here? No. The Tower is saying it's not working out the way they thought it would. And I feel like they're not changing directions or not changing the way they're handling things, and things are not going as planned. They're not going towards their goal like they thought they would. They're going to need to change direction a bit. They're going to need to hone that in, curtail it a little bit, edit it a little bit. What helps them is when they see that they're not going towards their goal, to just take a minute and to hold back. They need to just kind of hold with it for a minute, because they need to just stop and realize they're not going towards their goal. Something has to change, because if they haven't at this point, they're going to need to come towards you for advice of some sort or some type of help. I feel like that's what's going to happen, because they get stuck at this moment where they realize the goal they wanted is not happening with the way they're handling things. They're going to have to change the process to really attain their goal. The Magician can still get what he wants, is what I'm getting, but he's going to have to work with you to get it. You're part of that plan. You're part of the repertoire, or whatever you call it, the supply, the reserve that they're working with. If they don't use you or come to you for help, I shouldn't say use you, come to you for help, they're probably going to fail. Now this is very interesting. What makes things better for you is kind of turning the wheel back in your partner's favor. I feel you kind of putting in your 2 cents, putting forth the effort to actually help them, but you're like, I don't feel you doing it. That's the Seven of Swords. You'll help them get back online. You'll help turn the wheel back in their favor. You'll tell them what to do. But that's it. You're not going to do it for them. You'll give them the information. You'll tell them how you would handle it and what you see is happening and what needs to happen for the goal to actually be attained. And you're going to know. And I feel you looking at this going, I know you don't want to do this, but this is what you need to do. I feel like you're telling them something like that. You know they don't want to, but this is what they need to do. And you're telling them. You're giving them the plan. But that's it. You step back. Like, here's what you need to do. Here's how to do it. And I'm out. And I feel like, I don't want to say this is that life preserver moment. Like, you're throw them the life preserver. But when you throw somebody a life preserver, they have to hold on to it. And they have to swim to the side of the boat. They have to kick their legs and get over there and pull themselves up the ladder. You'll help them help themselves. You'll tell them how to help themselves. You're not going to jump in the water and, save them. It's not necessary. They jumped in. They decided they were going to do it on their own. They made that decision on their own. Here's your life preserver. Grab onto it and swim to the side of the boat. Get yourself out of the water. The blankets are over there, and you can warm up with those blankets. you're telling them how to do it. I feel like you're refusing to do it for them, and I feel like that's smart. I feel that's smart. It's up to them to choose to move from this moment with the advice that you're giving them. I feel that they have to hit that moment where they realize they're stuck. The hangman is where they're stuck. And then they have to come to you. And again, I feel you saying, this is what you need to do, but you do it. You do it. Them, not you. Is it not the Capricorn, the partner. It seems to work out. It seems to work out. Okay. That's what we have for Capricorns and relationships. It's very interesting how that plays out. Very interesting to me. I like how that seems very fair to me. I mean, not for nothing. But then again, I also see in the beginning, even if they came to you in the beginning, which they should have, you still would have had, I'll have the plan ready for you when you need it, but I'm not jumping in that water with you. Not jumping in the water with you, but I have the life preserver ready for you. I like that. I think that was funny. What do we have for Capricorn singles? Single Capricorns. Messages for single Capricorns. What do we have for single? Stop. We have a divine couple. What do we have else? And we got the Hierophant at the end. The Ace of Swords at the bottom. I don't always pull the bottom card, but in this case, it's all about communication. It's all about communication. I'm getting that right from the get-go. If communication is not flowing, this is gonna be a problem. This is gonna be rough. It's all about communication. I feel like you can handle that. Nobody says you have to be chatting about every little thing, but when you're having a thought, when you're having a moment, when you're having a feeling, putting it out there, demanding the same in return. Are you feeling it? Are you not feeling it? What do we got here? Nobody says you have to go through like the Blarney Stone situation, like me talking my butt off on these videos, but communicate. Like you're having a feeling, it needs to be communicated. They're having a feeling, it needs to be communicated. Otherwise, this is going to be rough. Now, I'm getting a divine couple here in the sense of like the King and Queen of Cups. To me, when the two of the same suit match up, to me that's like a divine couple. That could be I'm going to even go there with the soulmate connection, which I really usually kind of cringe. I usually go like the kindred soul connection, but whatever floats your boat. Whatever floats your boat. Because I'm getting you've already met the person that you're interested in. There has to be a hang up here because I'm seeing adversity, but I'm not sure where it's coming from just yet. I'm getting the Sun card at the bottom with home safe protection, which I feel like is a part of this. There's a hitch. There's some type of hitch because that Sun card with that divine couple, and I'm getting the Five of Swords at the top. It's kind of like I feel like you know who the person is. You know who you want to be with. You know they want to be with you. But it's a fruitless win, like you can't be together is what I'm getting. Can't be together. There's a hitch. There's some type of hitch. And that's going to be dependent on your situation. If this reading hits with you, though, you definitely already know who you want to be with. And they feel the same way, and I feel like you're aware of that too. It's just not possible. Right now, for some reason, there's a hitch. It's just not possible. Even if you've been single for a while, if you think about who you want to be with, somebody comes right to mind. Who you would like to be with. Pam, right to mind. And you're just like, but that's not possible because XYZ. I see you holding back. Don't get caught up in the gender. I'm feeling you holding the line, not willing to cross any inappropriate lines, inappropriate per your determination, what you've decided is appropriate, not appropriate. You're not willing to cross certain lines. No. But your heart is there. You're being very sensible about it. You're just kind of like, I'm not going to cross certain lines, but you feel the way you feel about this person. This card makes me a little nervous with the Temperance where you're standing. Because I feel like you're waiting for the moment. You're hoping that the moment may come in the future. It feels kind of like a pining thing. I don't know. I'm not a big fan of that feeling. It's kind of like waiting for my moment. Hopefully the moment. It may even be not that you're pining as much as like just possibly at some point, someday, maybe we will be together. Maybe someday. Kind of that feel. Granted, it's a general read. It won't hit for everybody for the fills it hits, though. That's what I'm getting. Something is changing. It's not too far out. This might be why this reading is actually coming to you right now, especially if this person clicks in your mind right away and you know who this could be. Because you have feelings, both they have feelings for you, you have feelings for them, but it's like a no-go for whatever reason. There's a hitch. A lot of passion, though. The Star card with the Beauty comes forward. In the future, in the near future, an opportunity seems like it could be there. The Beauty with the Star card, these two together, there's something happening where whatever the hitch is, it may be released. Whatever's blocking you, the block could be potentially either removed or on its way to being removed. So if this person is with someone else, either they're broken up with this person or it looks like they possibly are getting a divorce or separation or something like that. If it's a distance thing, there you found a way you possibly could be getting over this. Getting through it, finding a way around it. But these two together is telling me it hasn't really happened yet, but it looks good, it looks hopeful, it looks like it could happen. Really looks like it could happen, like almost like your wish could come true. The Beauty there is saying, see it for the truth of it though. Don't get too excited, but like try to bide your time and find the facts here. Capricorn will usually do that anyway. They're not about to invest in something on a whim or on a possibility. They need something kind of concrete to hold on to, which is cool. The Beauty card is saying don't get caught up in the glamour of it, though, because I feel like that's a danger here, because you would like to believe it. That's the trick. You would like to believe it. You might allow yourself something you normally don't do to believe something that you don't have concrete evidence with because you want to believe it. Because you want to. I don't feel like you normally would do that, though. This other person you're dealing with, they have the Nine of Wands and the creativity. They're coming to a point where they're making a decision about whatever they're dealing with. Whatever the hitch is, be it a relationship, distance, something else, whatever it could be. Even if it's like, sometimes it's a social status thing. For example, one person is like a manager, another person's entry level. Sometimes that's a problem. Things like that. Something like that. You know what I mean? Teacher-student thing. Ooh, I don't know where that came from. But, if it's something like that, but like say it's college, because I'm not going to go down that road. We're going to say it's age-appropriate, just status, maybe not so much. We'll go there. They're coming to the crossroads with the Nine of Wands and the creativity. They're wondering, the Nine of Wands is minor arcana. There's a potential for change here. Potential for change. It's minor arcana. Doesn't mean it will happen. And they're thinking it over. They're going through their possibilities, their options. Something could end there. It's minor arcana, though. I feel like that's really highlighted there. So the fact that there's a possibility is true. That's what I'm getting. If that possibility will be acted upon, that's where you're kind of in a gray area there. Where this is ending is the Hierophant with the glamour. I don't feel any lines still being crossed. I still like both of you will not cross lines. Nothing that, like, it's whatever the hitch is, you're acting as if the hitch is still there, whether it is or not. You're still treating the situation as if it is. But I feel you being drawn closer and closer and closer. The Hierophant is telling me certain things have to fall into place before anything can actually happen. I feel like the nervousness here with the glamour is to get your heart sucked into something that, I don't know, there's no guarantee here. I feel like what would be better, I don't even know if you can really get the answer, because I feel like knowing the answer, like I feel like the answer is this person is just considering possibilities. That's the truth. I don't feel anything definite in stone yet. I just feel you pulling closer to this person again, but there's no guaranteed outcome. What are you supposed to do with that? Like, really, what are you supposed to do with that? The glamour makes me feel like both of you are getting really comfortable. Be very well aware, though, this person could decide to defer their option and continue with what they already have. Be very well aware of that. They have an opportunity for choice, but I feel like it's up to them. It just makes me nervous that you could end up, in this emotional bind because this person continues on their normal route, yet your heart is very connected to this person and really disappointed that it didn't go your way. Just be very careful. Take it with a grain of salt. I really can't say where that's going. They're just warning you that this is coming in. But it's all in the land of possibility. It's all just in the land of possibility. They haven't made their decision. There's a lot of factors there. That's how this one's ending. All right. Hopefully that helps in some respect. Thank you for watching. If you'd like a direct reading from me, shoot me an email, jamesforastral@gmail.com. That's James, the number 4, astral@gmail.com. Thank you.